me pick it up and move it.
Yeah, we can move it with the Orion.
I can nudge it too at this arm if you want.
Yeah, you might have to. If you just stay clear, so if I do some weird movements, I don't wind up. I'm just going to come right up on the shoulder here. This one's been in the mud for a while, so this might be a... I think you're going to have to grab the other leg there. Slowly, slowly.
Slowly, slowly.
No gross movements.
Okay, put it down.
I'm going to swing left just a little. Okay,
that should be plenty.
well, hold on. Pick your side up a little more. I'm going to come down a little on the shoulder. Okay, now push your side out some more. Looking in the upper camera there.
Yep, I'm watching. That should be more than enough.
That should be. Okay, you can set yours down.
Okay, I'm setting down.
Roger.
Releasing.
I'm just going to do a touchdown here to plant it in the mud. That should be a sweet spot there, eh? I always do a closed jaw touch first. And you don't look like a moron and grab the seawater 3 times.
So harsh.
Okay. It tries to pull them over, so you got to compensate. Hold on, what can I do? I can pitch out a little.
We're just gonna unplug this one and plug it into the.
Okay, hold what you got.
Yep. Hot swap.
Yep. Some
Are you
keen-eyed
stop?
folks have noticed the yellow-green
I'll
cable.
stop.
Roger.
Okay. Now you grab the other chicken bucket.
That's the plan.
The what cable?
The yellow-green one, and that is for a CTD that we're going to deploy later.
Oh.
So it looks like the key is also off clock.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're going to have just enough cable.
If we have to hopscotch with the old sonar, we can.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
And then if you grab up higher than the yellow, then it will be less torque action on the push.
Roger. I'm going to actually come around from the other side, so give me a second here.
Standing by. Beautiful.
Okay, I'm locked on.
Okay.
If you give me a second, I'll pan left and center that thing up and we can get some zoom once you get close.
I'm close.
Oh, you're miles away.
I
Look
know.
in your cinema cam.
I'm looking.
I don't want to move the camera until you're ready.
Go ahead and give me a zoom video.
You're going to want to go clockwise. Yeah, perfect.
Click.
Click.
Sometimes they just fall on. Okay, easy, 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 slow, slow, slow.
Yep, I'm just putting this arm away.
Really nicely done. So now we have to orient the new one to face north, but I'm worried that the old one is going to get in the way of the cable.
Me too.
So maybe it makes sense with the craft to just lift it and clear it way out to the right. Is that doable?
Sounds like a plan. Go wide video. Yeah, I can grab a hold of that the same way I did before. And
How heavy are they again, AJ?
Stand by. 10 pounds. In water, 22 in air.
Yeah.
No, sorry, 70 in air.
Yeah.
okay.
It really is 10 pounds soaking wet.
It's 10 pounds soaking wet, that's
Yeah.
right.
There's some rubber wrapped around the right-hand leg there. Maybe grab it up higher.
Makeshift ROV handle.
Really slow, Danny. Gonna have to get it out from underneath the cable. Now it's hitting the other cable.
There it is. Oh, so close. Nice.
Okay. Nice and gentle.
A bunch of weights and stuff right there. I'd say you can set it down there.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay.
Now we gotta wait.
Hold what you got there for a minute.
Then I could grab that bridle up at the knot.
Can't grab the bridle because it's got a bungee on it and it makes it useless, so you got to grab one side of the bridle or the other.
Useless is a strong word. Makes it less
It is a
useful.
strong word. It makes it so you have to grab one side of the bridle or the other.
Inconvenient.
Yeah, it's basically got to go 180.
Yeah.
I think we might have better luck if we get off it, get up out of the mud, let things clear, and pick it up from above. I don't know.
Yeah, I trust your judgment.
It's just they're so tall, right? Just picking it up that high and spinning it that far. I mean, we could give it a go, but
Yeah, we can it wouldn't kill us if we moved it away from the sonar bell a hair. So if you're picking it up while flying, then it makes that a little easier as well.
But it would be more, that said, it would be more controlled if we do it sitting here. Why don't you, let's do a test on the bridle again. If you grab it below the knot there, can you get there? Nope, that's full. Oh wait, that one, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe just grab it where, yeah, grab the knot. How about the knot itself? And I shouldn't have to remind you that there's a delicate instrument inside the chicken bucket. Cannot hear you. I have headphones on and you've got your mic up by your head.
On mute. That is all my reach.
No, you got a whole bunch of shoulder down.
Yeah, but I don't have enough elbow up.
Should we ask systems
Okay,
to power
if you
it on?
clear out of there, I'll pick it up. And
I
move
asked
it a little
Martin if
closer.
we wanted to wait until it's oriented correctly before powering it on.
Oh,
just
okay.
in case, like,
In case like we tip it over.
in case we tip it over, yeah. I know he wants to do some checks on it, so we might as well leave it alone first.
Actually, not a bad spot. I could probably get that.
You've got Viz in your main camera as well now.
My gut says you're going to have to grab it where you had it before, right by the red tape.
Okay. Martin says safer to wait.
Yeah.
Pitch down.
It's got parts that rotate, so I imagine they probably don't like rotating when the bucket's getting moved around.
That makes sense. I believe the technical term is counterproductive.
Okay.
Is that?
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Swing to the right a little. Let me see what that bungee's doing.
I'm.
Yeah, so that bungee's going to try and flip it as soon as we. You're going to have to. You're going to have to grab it down low by the red tape.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like the way the arm is there. They're all at a wonky angle. That's a better unwonkiness angle. Okay. I'm going to let go of it and I don't know if you can get it 180 from there. You can get it somewhere though. Okay, up and to your right. Let me just get off it. Okay, you're going to have to kind of pivot around on one leg there. set it back down. Hold that, hold that.
Now I can grab the other side.
Hold what you got.
Yeah, you got a Orion in a bad spot.
Swing it to the right, back out of the Orion. Okay, hold that. I just close my snaggle teeth here.
Probably stow it.
Roger. Okay, it's all you now.
I'm gonna grab the other side of the chicken bucket bridle.
Slower movements. No
Sorry,
jerks.
I'm in a funky position.
Yeah, but still. Especially time not to make any jerky movements. So the vehicle's heading 045, so I gotta do anything. North's gonna be,
It's going to be 45 degrees to the left, so
Yeah.
halfway between where it is and straight ahead.
yeah, almost there. That looks good.
You can probably, if you wanted to adjust it, you could probably just do it with the near leg.
Yeah.
But that's pretty close.
Okay,
So
see if you can get the bridle where it's supposed to be with the bungee now. If you just grab the bungee and pull down on it, Danny.
You know, just trying to get out of there.
Yeah, tuck yourself in and get here. I'll give you another camera.
it's like the bungee's too strong to make the bridle work, but not strong enough to do what it needs to do. There's no winning.
It's
If it's sucked in.
I'll use strong words. Completely, you know what, useless. Okay, maybe get out of there and get a pinch on the red tape. Pull that off. Or is that close enough, AJ?
We can give the red tape a little tug.
Jake, are you still back there?
Yep.
You want to, okay,
that's good.
nice.
So this is probably going to be its final position, but I guess as we're flying away, we'll want to check that it's north.
Yeah.
And we might just make, I guess, like an adjustment while flying. But I guess we don't want to take it in position
While flying.
while flying, so this might be your best in position.
Yeah.
From what I've seen so far, if we did have to make an adjustment, it would be best to come land again and nudge
Yeah.
a leg.
Okay.
I think if we try and do it as flying one, that was a bad idea.
Okay.
They're so light. I forget they're only 10 pounds. I'm thinking they're like real heavy. So we pick it up while we're flying. I don't think we'll get it where we want it to be.
Do you think it needs another nudge? I know like it's hard with a fisheye lens, but clockwise?
It's hard to say at this angle of the dangle.
You're 45 off of it, and that looks like about 45.
Yeah. Here, I can make it a knot fisheye.
That looks like 45
Yeah, it looks
degrees.
it looks pretty close.
Pretty darn close. So I'm gonna give. I'm gonna get out of this chair because if I don't, I'm gonna have to change my easy llama.
So our north tolerance is plus minus 5 degrees.
Roger.
So we'll take it in position and then we'll come up and have a look.
Roger. Jake, you want to come up here?
Do you need a new position on that data?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much the same,
it's not very different, but
It's the procedure, and
Yeah.
Steph is a rule follower, as we all know.
I love rules. I have to please the metadata gods. Thanks, Lynette.
You're welcome.
I can read those off this time.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to do it right, but I'm just going to read the numbers. Okay, so coordinates for the sonar. Latitude is 48.311,46841, and the longitude is -126, 06573601. And yeah, that's all you read, right, Lynette?
That sounded great.
Great, thanks.
All right, so I'm going to lift off.
870.3.
Thanks, AJ. It's team effort.
I'm going to lift off.
No, I was just telling you so you could read
here.
it.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
You want me to read it again?
No,
fine.
it's been said.
All right.
So we got to go do a CTD before we come back for the other bucket, correct?
We can take the bucket with us and stage it near the IP. But first, let's get a heading on this. And then, would you guys be able to pick up the old bucket while flying? Probably, eh?
Possibly. Got to get the bridle in the arm, but
Doesn't make as much of a, like if we do kick up a little bit of a mess, it's fine because we're just picking it up and going. But I think I'd like to take this heading now, not carrying the old bucket because I don't want them to crash into one another.
okay. So we're gonna do a bounce and get a north reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
So line yourself up with the north marker on the chicken bucket and then swing over to the old one and then we'll pick it up, trying to cause as little disruption as we can. Unless this one's too far out of alignment, in which case we'll have to sit back down.
Tolerance is relatively small at 5 degrees.
5 degrees, yeah.
Okay, so we want a north.
I think it's going to need a clockwise adjustment. Because that's north there.
Yeah, that's north. Vehicle's facing north.
Yeah. I can bump the leg to spin it. But we'll have to set
let's
down.
figure out how far out it is. So if you align yourself with the north marker on the bucket, then we could take a heading from the sub.
We could also set down at going north.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you could do that. You might be landing on the
I'm
old
gonna be landing
chicken
on the old
bucket.
one, though. I can't do that.
Well, you can just move back and left a little, and the craft can probably still turn it.
All right. It's really dusty.
You can see it pretty good in bubble. Or down cam, whatever you want to call it thing.
Upper Y field.
Yeah, that one.
Just missed the other bucket. Or no, I guess that's the new one that we're seeing in the main cam.
Have to wait for visual.
Yep.
Ah, yes, this game.
I think I could probably nudge that leg that's in front of us to turn it.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no cable on that leg.
Oh, that blue is not the cable.
That's the bungee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, I do.
Something with good taste, obviously.
It looks like we missed.
Uh-huh.
We had a bit of a fright there in the beginning. We turned on the manipulator and I didn't have that page up, neither did Danny, and it tried to poke our eye out.
Oh, I thought I saw it run away downstairs.
Oh my gosh, I about had a heart attack. All I could do was yell. Stop, stop. Just when we get comfortable with it, it tries to kill us.
That's how it gets you.
Yeah.
It lulls you to sleep.
Complacency is our... I'm constantly challenged with it. Is that you on blue, Lynette? Thank you. So the albatross are invading us. I don't know if you can see with any of the deck cameras out there. They're all swimming along behind the boat. They just crack me up, those birds. They're so graceful in the air, yet so dorky when they're land.
So Dan, I think the idea is to just nudge the leg to get that north marker to come around so it's aligned with the camera.
Roger. The leg that's closest to us there?
Yep.
Roger.
You can grab it. There's no cable tucked behind it.
Cool. Grabbing. Jeez, that thing is fast today. And I'm gonna try the downlights again. I don't know if that's worse or better. So, can I grab it up above?
Yep.
I'm in pretty tight here. I'm moving the vehicle.
Could we take a look at the marker on main cam?
Yeah, let me get off it here.
Oh, that might be obscured. That looks pretty close.
Yeah.
Maybe kiss it one more time.
Roger. I think I'll get the other leg there below the cable, if you're
Yep.
all right with that.
Yep.
That looks pretty good.
Here, I'll get off if you want to. You're north right there?
Yeah.
Can you hop to the right without, and get a north heading without totally killing it?
Maybe. Probably not.
I think AJ's right, it needs another nudge. Let's nudge it once before you go.
Alright. Sit back down.
Yeah, if you sit down on north, we can actually look down just a touch. assuming the north mark is, assuming
Oh wait,
we line the front of it up. Oh
not
yeah,
looking forward. Right, I want to be looking dead forward.
oh yeah. I got a touch right, I think. Hmm. Uncommanded movement. You got a chicken bucket to your right too.
Yeah. All right.
Hard to say from this angle of the dangle. You tilt up just a hair, maybe. AJ, is the triangle part of the platform to
Aligned.
the south? Yeah, is it aligned or no?
I'm not 100% sure. I would hope that it would be, but I can't promise you.
Because it looks like it's pretty much parallel
Yeah,
with
square
the
with the
porch.
ROV porch.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like there, in there, if I bring it in, yeah, it's hard to say with this wonky camera. Let me, what happens if I zoom in here?
It looks really close. I
Yeah.
think,
I don't know, without another angle.
yeah, I think we should come up and away
Right.
and take one last heading and then go get the other bucket. And if it's bad, we'll sit back down. But I think we're there.
Garage. You should float up like gangbusters.
Because, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't speak too soon, but it feels like you didn't get the viz too bad.
It's just all on the vehicle.
We're bringing a little bit with us there.
So that's north. So that's less than 5 degrees.
Yeah.
I think that's within spec.
Sorry, I'll turn off those downlights for you.
Yeah, I completely lost it. Just gonna come up.
Yeah, if you back away a bit too. We have a bit of current here, that's the bonus.
I think we can get on with this. We can start moving towards the CTD and come back for the chicken bucket, the old chicken bucket later, as opposed to waiting for the viz to clear.
Roger.
And I think we'll have systems power on port J7 and confirm communication to the device, and then Dr. Sherbath can run whatever he needs to do.
So it's okay, we don't need to record a heading for that?
We'll come back when the viz is good, but
Okay.
I think we're 2 degrees off.
Where's the CTD location?
So the CTD is right at the IP.
At
It's
the
just
IP.
east of the IP, yeah.
Roger.
Behind us.
North.
Ahead of us.
North.
Oh yeah, sorry, we turned around.
Some viewers wondering about the type of fish, and those are black cod or sablefish.
You might be able to get a look as we go over while Lynette's moving the boat. It's right below you. I can see it.
Can see it?
Yeah, if you back up a little and come down, or you back up quite a bit, then come down, you might get clear water as you fly over.
You ready for a ship move?
Really dust it up again.
I'm ready if Jake's ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Now if you come down, what's your altitude there? If you come down like 4 meters,
Bridge
might be
nav.
able to fly under your dust cloud.
Can we have 70 meters 350, please? Thank you.
Yeah, they can fly ahead there. Just to your right.
So seeing as it's the top of the hour, good morning, everybody. We are just on our way back to the...
So Jake, if you line up the sub with the north marker, then we can take a reading of the heading in the down cam.
Yep.
Sorry, Monica.
Oh, not to worry. Ops first.
This viz cleared pretty quick.
Yeah. You want to line up with the, he wants to line up with the marker and get the vehicle's heading.
Yeah.
Then he'll know.
So turn to your starboard.
Oh, okay, I see. I was facing north.
So that's 4 degrees. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like 4 degrees to me. Or no, am I reading that wrong? That's 10 degrees.
Yep, Hertz 10
shoot.
degrees right there.
10
Okay.
degrees.
So we're gonna have to rearrange it.
Well, we could sit down and nudge it
You want
again.
to cancel
wanna-
that ship move?
Where's that other bucket? Am I right on top? I think I'm right on top of it.
No,
It's
it
just
should,
to your right.
should be to your right.
I'll zoom out, you can see it. Yeah, Lynette, we can cancel the ship.
Bridge nav. Can we cancel that and hold position, please? Thank you.
You can just see the leg of it in the, yeah, I think you're good.
So for folks who are joining us, we are just aligning what we call the chicken bucket. It's a bubble sonar. We need it to be pointing to true north within 5 degrees. So we are making some really minute and careful adjustments so that it will be working properly, sending back the right kind of data.
Happy?
Happy?
Here we go.
I tilt up just a little bit. You can see it.
Actually, if you tilt down, I'm going to get that leg in the mud. Maybe. Okay, you thrusting down pretty good?
Yep.
You might want to put a bit more jam on down. So now, slide away from me here. 5 degrees.
Yeah, it's got to go 10 degrees clockwise, or counterclockwise from its current position.
Moving you. You fall down?
Oh.
So we're late now, right? What's our delta? Let me come down on the delta a bit. There's some slack on the cable. 10 degrees. You can tilt up a bit now if you want.
That looks pretty good.
Roger. Okay, I'm off it.
Can you try with a closed jaw just to lift, just to straighten it out vertically by just pressing up on the orange?
Roger. Hey, which way do you think it's got to go?
I think it has to go like,
I'll
oh, that's the wrong.
get my leg out of the mud.
Yeah, get the right leg up out of the mud a little.
Roger.
What's the right arrow? This arrow? Sort of.
You want me to push on the bucket itself?
Yes.
Roger.
I would move the jaw further to the right. Oh, that's working actually.
Roger. I can move it to the right.
Yeah, if you go to the right side and then, yeah, kind of lift up and left. Yeah. Just see if it'll stay up. Yeah, that's a lot better.
Maybe go.
Yeah, no, I think that's it.
Okay.
I think it's gonna struggle because the feet fell off on one side,
Roger.
but I think that's good enough. Martin can send me a chat if he's unhappy with that. Can we reach the old chicken bucket from here?
Probably. Question is, can we see it?
Confirmed orientation is good from Martin, so we're good to go here.
I can. Yeah, I think
Nice job, team.
Is there a heading I need to record then for this?
Um,
Or when we get
I
ROV
think the
position?
heading is 0, as best
Okay.
as we can tell.
Well,
0.3 is what the ROV's looking right now.
Okay.
it clears out so fast. If we wanted to pick up the old bucket, I think I would come up and sit down again.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Roger. I'm all stopped. Roger.
So, Martin, we're just waiting on you to interpret the data and confirm correct operation and location before turning drivers on. He needs power. Okay, I'll request systems again to power on port J7 of JB07.
I sent the message to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
think
I mean,
he's
he was
gonna
standing by a while ago,
want to
so
come down
Yeah.
and get the old chicken bucket.
So
maybe
Martin-
maybe it needs another
Coming
email.
back down.
We've requested power on, but we're not sure if it's been turned on yet.
Have to back away a little. Yep. We're gonna pack this off, are we?
Systems is on it.
Excellent. Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah, we're going to pick it up and fly to the IP.
Go grab up to your end.
I wonder how the bungee is on this one.
I'll just grab it here on the leg with the...
Yeah, that works.
Are you racked back?
Yep. This one's got the kernel on it. Can't see, but that's Colonel Sanders right there. Trademark.
Some folks are wondering what the chicken bucket does, and it's a bubble sonar. It detects bubbles that are coming out of the seafloor as a result of methane or cold seeps. So it's monitoring how quickly those bubbles are coming out of the seafloor and if there's any changes in the bubbling action. We're watching for bubbles.
All right.
IP's north.
That's the rumor.
Yes.
All right, back to the IP.
Dan, can I say up,
You
up,
ready
and
for
away?
that ship move?
Ready.
Okay.
Like up, away,
Bridge nav.
but a bucket away, is that what you said?
I said up, and away, but
Oh,
Power is on now to
Can we have
G7.
60 meters?
all right, Martin, your power is
350,
on.
please? Thank you.
but of course I had cosmically bad timing to say it right when poor Lynette was trying to speak.
I think we should recover with it just like that.
It'd be pretty cool seeing Herc picked up by the crane with the bubble sonar like way out.
That would be pretty cool.
Then we might have to call it like the Olympic torch or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll turn the down lights off again.
Now, how far is the CTD install from our instrument platform?
It's really close. It is 2 meters.
Oh, okay then.
It's pretty much, yeah, it's like right up against one of the corners.
Just enough for if you turn the ROV around, you knock it over. With Herc's tail.
And is there currently a CTD at this location, or is this a new install completely?
There's currently a CTD at this location.
I see.
Is that the one I knocked over last year?
I don't know.
Dirk had to remind me. I can't. Last year or the year before. Knock one over. You knock over one CTD and you're branded for life.
Year, yeah.
Could be why we're having to replace it, Dan. It's all full of mud.
Watch out for that CTD. Watch out for that CTD. What CTD?
So I think what we'll do is we'll approach the IP from the south. We'll put the bubble sonar somewhere clear so that it's not constantly in our way. Then we'll go to the monument and do the instrument swap. Then we'll pull the cable, take it with us, go to the other side of the IP where the panel is, and we'll do the plug swap. I think that's probably the least.
Can we drop the bubble sonar from altitude?
Preferred not.
You guys drop it off the side of the boat, so.
The bubble sonar?
Yeah, isn't that what all those weights out there are? Nope.
Maybe.
Well,
Well, not
over the side deployment.
Oh, I think we did do one last year over the side.
There was all those weights out there.
Yeah. We did it once on the porch last year, but I think we had to we came down twice with it.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the color variation in those black cod. Like some of them are really dark and some of them are really light.
There's a whole bunch of black-footed albatross out there wanting to bite a one. I'm sitting there waiting.
Just hoping one comes up in the chicken bucket.
Yeah, you gonna bring us anything in the chicken bucket?
Fish bucket.
They so remind me of my chickens.
Crab.
They make me homesick.
That's a pretty big crab, actually, compared to the fish.
Something going on there in that pile. Hey, this would be a good time to make an entry in our dive log.
What does sablefish eat down this way?
Oh, I had to look that up last night, actually, and it's a great question. They eat squid and crustaceans and amphipods, so some crunchies and some squishies.
It was a bit wonky on launch. True that. That's because there's this big metal ship.
There is some footage on the Ocean Networks Canada page, actually, of a sablefish that has a rat tail in its mouth. And the sablefish does a barrel roll, kind of like an alligator. And I don't know if it's because the sablefish is trying to eat the rat tail, or if the rat tail's really pointy and it's trying to get it out of its mouth.
So what do we got there? We got 5, 6. Motor's still a bit hot, isn't it?
So you can see the IP
5,
straight
6,
ahead of you.
8.
We might want to put the sonar somewhere here.
All right, you got it. 5, 10, 6, 10. 8.
Is that another sonar bell, or is that a hydrophone?
That's the CTD monument.
Oh, I see. I was looking for something a little more monumental. My apologies.
Yeah, I would put it down here so when we're going back and forth around this IP, we don't bump it.
Are you gently landed? We know when you're gently landed.
Yeah, gently landed is the preferred way of doing it.
That is pretty gentle. Okay.
Look at those snails. Snail towers. I think those are my favorite things to see.
Snail towers?
Snail towers.
Once we've got the chicken bucket down, can we have a good zoom on those?
We might get a lot closer to them in a minute.
Oh, okay.
You
And
could,
those
you
are...
could zoom now if you want them. I can use the other camera.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
These things up here.
Wait,
One more time?
Snail towers. I think this one's still got the snail on it.
Did you see in video?
no, sorry.
All along the top edge of the IP,
Oh, okay.
there's all those
The
little...
little vertical tubes.
Yeah.
You know what else we could change, Jake? We can change elbow to in and out. If we want to continue our change stuff on every dive. Does it go in or out, or does it go up or down? What do you guys think? Let's take a vote. What does our audience think?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Our Orion manipulator,
Yeah.
we've been massaging the labels on the buttons here. We've got a lot of buttons in front of us, so there's a button for every function. So it has a shoulder, and it has a azimuth, and it has an elbow, and it has a pitch, and a couple rolls, and a jaw. So should the elbow be up and down, or should the elbow be in and out?
Elbow in and out is my vote.
Yes, here's one. That's two. Me and AJ think the elbow should be in and out. Jake's been taking the brunt of the heat because you get 6 ROV people and none of them can agree. You'll get like 12 opinions. Right?
Oh, I'm 100% not cleaning the CTD when it comes on deck.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You heard it here first.
Maybe we should have brought that T-Bus.
This is going to be for someone else to clean. I'm calling it now.
So remind me again, we're going to swap. We're going to take this one off, put the old one on.
We're going to take this one off, put it in the mud. We're going to take the old one, and then we'll put it on the monument, and then we'll pull the connector free and fly around. And then we'll take the old connector out, parking position it, put it in the mud, put the new connector in, and then we'll pull the old one clear.
There's
But we first want to get the reference.
I think because we're short on time, or what time are we? Steve said that we could just do it. He told me and now I've forgotten. He said we could just do it, I think, when we're doing
The new one?
the new one.
Okay.
You're cheating.
But
You're so cheating.
Maybe I'm wrong. Well, what time is it?
It's 7:25.
And what time do we have to come up?
Love it.
10,
Jake.
I think. Or actually, I
Okay.
think we have to be on
Yeah,
the
we have to
surf.
leave at 9.
We have to be recovered by 10.
Okay, I think we could do it. Let's do our 2-minute reference.
Megan says better to do the old one
Okay.
than the new one.
All right. So we'll actually wait here and we'll do a 2-minute CTD reference. So if we can hold the ROV such that the CTD height is at the same height as that CTD, that would be preferred.
Jake's working on it right now.
Jake's sitting on the IP.
Yes, he is.
Perched.
I'm going to turn on your downloads if you're
Are we
ready.
going to take the Niskins as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got enough leash? You got leash for days. You're light, that's why you'll have to probably get a bit western with the...
Are those snail towers on it as well? That,
Yeah.
ooh, cool. And those are eggs.
Are you zooming in video?
Sorry.
Yeah,
I think so.
not the time while we're dynamic. Because the pilot doesn't know, thinks he's getting
Gotcha.
closer. So we're sitting here for 2 minutes.
Yeah, we'll start a 2-minute timer once we get word from data stewardship, I guess, is who we're waiting on.
Yeah, just ask Shore to take a look at the data and see if it all looks good.
Once Jake's stable there, he'll center up the camera for you and you can zoom right in on the snails.
Do we have to?
Right there in the top, see the snail and all the eggs?
So those are eggs. Oh.
Oh, it's a little hot.
Quite an interesting looking little structure, isn't it?
You should be able to full zoom there.
All right, so we're just going to begin our 2-minute reference.
We're going to watch this snail for
Starting
2
now.
minutes. How far does a snail go in 2 minutes?
What are these weird little structures? What are they doing?
They're snail eggs.
Snail eggs?
There's a word for it. I've forgotten it. The snails make them. They're baby snails.
They keep building up.
Why the tower?
I don't know.
Okay, Bahar from Shore is saying that the ROV CTD data and the cabled CTD data look to be in alignment.
Okay, so we'll just hold. We'll continue to hold here.
Yeah.
And then we'll pop a Niskin, and
Great.
then we'll grab the old CTD
Thank you, Bahar.
and throw it in the mud.
Oh, no, those baby snails, though. They got a home there.
I mean, I don't know anything about snails, but I'm going to go ahead and say they've hatched and they're out living their lives.
Oh, they've all, yeah, those are
And
empty.
this is the
That's
husks.
Empty, yeah, empty shells.
At least that's what we'll tell the viewers.
So the CTD has spawned hundreds of baby snails, and they're out there in the world growing up. We can trip the Niskin now? Or you want to wait?
We'll give it another minute.
Just while we're waiting here, there's a few folks that are wondering about some of the biology. So folks wondering, do fish ever cause problems when doing tasks? And they do like to stir up the sediment, which I do happen to know, Dan, is one of your favorite terms when they do that. What's that called again?
Bioturbation.
Bioturbation, yep. That's when they stir up the sediment using their fins. So that does cause some problems, but for the most part, they're fairly motivated to get out of the way if we want to get...
I thought bioturbation is, when I hear the scientists say it, they're referencing an animal that digs in the mud and makes little patterns or marks in the seabed.
I think the
But
fish's fins count when they wiggle.
Yeah, I guess that would be.
All right, I think we're good to trigger 2 Niskins.
Roger, triggering 2 Niskins.
And
You'll have to go wide, rack back, and look left.
and we got a question whether or not there's some tube worms. I don't think there's any tube worms, but sometimes viewers' eyes are sharper than mine. Instead, what I think we're looking at is snail towers, which are...
So you got a
Sorry to interrupt.
camera on
Can
the
I get
Niskins?
positions for these
Jake?
Niskins too, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Sorry, Monica.
Oh, no, please. Science first and questions second. Happy to pause.
If you turn off port and starboard light,
And we're now just going to pull some Niskins, which are water samplers.
3,
So we can't see the Niskins.
3, 2, 1. Niskin.
Niskin number 1 fired. Thank you.
We wanted 2.
We wanted 2, yeah. You can go after number 2 as well.
I'm sorry, I lost the plot.
I got that first one. Thanks.
Nav keeps bailing you out. It's okay.
3, 2, 1. Niskin.
Niskin number 2 has triggered.
Wonderful. Okay, so now we'll have systems stop drivers and power down J2 on JB7.
Okay, you want to pan back to the right.
And we can position ourselves in a way that we're happy removing this CTD from the monument. If you guys are happy perched here, I think it looks fine.
Yeah, we can do the change out from here. It would be a bonus.
How's it? Is there any way of seeing what the IP looks like on the top, just to your right?
Got that position. Thanks, Lynette.
You're welcome.
Is there a place to put the CTD down? Because we're going to want to sort of, maybe we can,
Yeah, I could hang this one right there on that bullhorn.
yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll work. Keeps it pretty clean. That'd be kind of fun from here.
Can I see it? If you look down to the right, can we see it with any cameras?
Steph, when you have a sec, can you just check that systems is powering down the CTD?
Yeah, I just asked Shore to relay
Yeah,
that
I
message.
can totally
to them.
see it.
But,
See if I can reach it. Contact. See that CTD stowage right there that the manipulator is indicating?
that was J2 on JB07, yeah?
Correct.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're clear to lift this thing off?
No, we'll wait until it's powered down,
Roger.
just because it's a
Okay.
pumped instrument.
Systems is working on it now.
Yeah, thanks. And if we do drop it in the mud, I'd hate to pump mud into it.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Lynette, I learned some things about the snails for you.
All right, let's hear it.
So apparently these are called babysitter snails because the snail sits atop the tower until the eggs hatch. Once the juveniles emerge, the parent snail will fall off and die. So
Aw,
if there's just towers, it means that the baby snails have all hatched. So
okay.
it's true, they are empty towers now.
Wow, it's a good thing I said that.
There was looked like one that had fallen down in there.
Yeah, there's a snail that looked like it had fallen off its tower, so it's also on its way out.
There is a biological term for that when they die. There's a
What's that?
fancier term. I can never remember the word. It's got a lot of syllables in it. The octopus do the same thing in the octopus garden when they basically nurse their babies till they're out of energy. Like salmon. There's a word.
Cool.
It's a scientific word.
I will search. But apparently these casings can get to be between 8 and 12 inches tall, so they're pretty big.
If we're careful, we might get them on deck.
Dan or front row, if you have a moment, some folks are wondering why they're called Niskins and why is something labeled toast?
That is two very excellent questions that are way above my pay grade.
Okay, we've confirmed power is off. Sorry, Dan.
Roger.
Can we do the CTD move?
Yep.
while you answer those questions?
Why something is called toast? It was, we recently added, as Danny was saying earlier, more compensators to the vehicle. And traditionally this vehicle had the thruster bearing compensators and the electronics on the same. So there's a crane seal in there that seals the working hydraulics from the seawater, and they are notorious for, you know, they get a certain amount of runtime before they have to be changed out. So we labeled the new, we had an acronym for the new, what we thought was an acronym, and I'll just tell you now that literacy is not a requirement for ROV pilots. And we mislabeled it. Someone then changed the label again from our abbreviation of thruster to toaster. Okay, I'm going for a upsy daisy here. In theory, it lifts right off, right?
Yeah.
Possible to bring the camera to the left and look down and just to make sure the monument's not moving. I think all this disruption is coming, catching up to us from our chicken bucket activities. There it came loose.
Monkey's fist is quite the fur ball.
ROV will now stab its upper eye with a very delicate
Snail
instrument.
tower.
Getting a good shot of it in the camera there.
There's a shrimp holding on for dear life. And the Niskin bottle is so named because they were made by shale Niskin, so it's kind of like Kleenex versus tissue.
Am I off the monument?
You are.
How close do you think I can get it to the camera without touching it? Send that one out over the airwaves. Tell Jonathan I'm not touching the camera. I just have to. I'm hamming it up here a bit, hoping for to wait for visibility. But I can see the post, so. Wow. I could see the post. I'm gonna wait for it. Huh? You can try, yeah, I think it'll make it so you can't see her off. And we'll just give it a second to clear up. What's going on? Tide change or? see what's happening. One of your thrusters is inverted there. Yeah, are you, if you double tap your auto heading. One's blowing backwards, one's blowing forward.
That crab's got you now.
He's going right for that shoulder. So AJ, what are we doing after this?
After we place the CTD on the bullhorn specifically?
Kind of the next 12 to 24 hour plan.
Oh, well, once we swap this CTD, we will recover and we'll head to Cascadia and prepare the site there for a cable lay. Since we've called out the cable ship, they are on their way, I believe, as we speak, and they're going to be meeting us in Cascadia tomorrow morning, where we will lay one of our 400 volt cables from the node to one of our Cascadia junction box sites. Dan, there's no guarantee that that PVC fits on that bullhorn, so this could be a fool's errand.
It's on a little bit. Whether it stays or not, I can't tell you.
Well, yeah, I mean, my idea is to put it in the mud, so it might be easier to clear as well. So why don't we abandon this idea and fly it south of the IP, because then we can actually like clear the cable to the south and recover it. Is that okay?
Roger. I can get it off there now. It's on there.
Is it really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was on there. It was stuck.
There's also a rod coming down off of it that could have been caught in the grating.
Roger. Okay, I've got it.
Yeah, let's go place it just south of the IP. 3 meters.
If you come up and
which will be
because you got the cable, right?
Just off to your right.
Yeah. Can't come up too far. Ideally, we keep a visual on the platform or something. And a visual on the cable coming away from it for a reference. Down cam's your friend there.
Just 2 meters, just out of the way. I think anywhere here is fine.
Hey, now when they lay this down, can you just grab a quick position, please?
You can let her go here, AJ.
Yeah, right there's good.
Okay, I'm off it. Roger.
And then we'll go back to the IP and we'll put the CTD that's on our porch onto the monument.
Roger.
Got the position, thank you.
You're welcome.
So Dan, I'm not sure the best way to do this. Do you want to do it while sitting on the IP?
Yeah, that was sweet as could be.
Okay. You just have to make sure that you can access your porch enough that you can, you know, rip at what you need to rip.
Yep. Down camera.
Yeah, we don't want to land on the monument though, so make sure we know which corner we're.
It's right to our left there.
Yeah, it's just to the left. Yeah, so if you turn 90 degrees to your left, you'll be all right.
You're gonna sit on the AP again, right?
And that monument's close to the IP.
Yeah, it's super close. Those snail towers are still intact. They didn't get crushed by the ROV yet.
Oh, you had to throw yet in there.
Hey, we've established that the snail babies have all left.
That is true.
I'm gonna, before you get too settled there, I'm gonna porch out. Ready? Porch out. Okay. I think that connector is already loose. We wanted to plop the connector down in the mud, or we want to, yeah.
Well, I think you just want to break it free. It should stay on because the cable's tied back.
Roger.
So break it free and then go for the pipe, I think is the order here.
Roger.
But it's secured to the porch.
So we want to break the cable free.
Yeah.
Roger.
Break the connector free.
I think the connectors might be already. You want to leave the cable on?
Leave the cable tied to the CTD.
Roger. And it's cinema camera for the win. In the dock.
Yeah, yeah. So that one's fine, Dan. So
Roger,
you
I'm
can.
just going to drop it here on the back.
Sure.
The instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you can go for the white PVC.
Roger. Can't tell if I got a good gram or not. I'd say I got a good grab. Maybe. 100% got a good grab. Okay, the connector's gonna flop. That's all right, right?
Yep, that's the plan.
That's the plan. You wanna tilt up just a bit?
The CTD doesn't have the same snail tower obstructions on the top, so should sit a little further from your upper camera.
If you wanted to, you could tilt up a bit more and zoom in. Just a little bit. Zoom in there for us. That's fine, Jake. I don't need it centered.
You might be bumping your brow.
I am. Thank you. Just not even looking at that camera. It's too heavy for the craft rest. It's overwhelming it.
The CTD is?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's just the moment of it.
Mm-hmm. It's 22 pounds. You can let go.
Roger.
Maybe it's just my opinion, but that was the
Tilt
thing of
down and
beauty.
Zoom out. Thanks.
Was beautiful, Monica, you're right.
I don't know if I can get it off it. It's always challenging. It's got me. I'm moving the vehicle. I think we're flying, Jake. Yeah, be ready to grab a hold of it. I might be lifting you up here. Bring it back down. Jaws caught. Okay, I'm off it.
Nice. Hey, Nav, can we get a quick position for this CTD, please?
So I think if you try to spin the CTD, it should want to fall into the groove that's cut in the fiberglass.
Raj.
I think it's worth a try just to make our lives easier when we do the pull pins and fly away.
I'll let Jake land again. I pushed him off. I got hung up. It spun around and caught my jaw.
Thank you, Nav.
I'm going
You're
to
welcome.
porch in Jake so he can get closer. That's probably a good range. There's a notch in the top for the
Yeah.
bolt.
Yeah, I think if you rotate it only maybe like 15 or 30 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise, it should fall.
Roger.
But it's hard to tell, and it doesn't need to fall.
Maybe auto head will help you.
Just give me 1 sec to type this in, AJ.
Yeah, no, I'll catch you up on all the excitement. The new CTD's gone in, but we haven't plugged it in yet or anything.
Happy?
Yeah.
You said counterclockwise, right?
I think so, like just looking at the bolts in the upper camera and where I remember the notch being, I think counterclockwise will do it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just banging against the fiberglass and not falling in.
I can see the notch, so I just got to go a little bit more.
I don't know, Dan. I don't think it's really worth spending too much time on it. Maybe try the other way, because if we get it to fall 180 degrees, then the cable's pointing the right way for the...
Bring that part towards me?
Yeah.
Roger.
Or you can kiss the CTD away from you.
Yeah, I didn't know if I could touch it in there. Oh, come on. Okay. Going for getting western with it here. There it went. I could probably reach the connector from here.
Yeah, that would work if we could have. So, Dan, I think we need the connector in the Orion, because then we got to pull 2 pins to free the cable.
Roger.
But I don't know. I guess you can get the Orion pretty close from here, too.
Yeah, I'll just grab the connector and then hand it to the Orion.
Okay.
Yeah. Get you some hockey puck action. That's as close as I can get. You're gonna have to come in where I am. I'll back out if you just swing right.
I'm going to go grab a bite, but Megan's back here to
Swing right
guide you
over.
through it.
Roger.
That's good. Hold on. Yeah, I think we're lined up there. I think. Try it, see what happens. You got it? Oh, you got it all right. Okay, let it go. Two pull pins or one?
There's two.
There's one on the bottom there somewhere.
The other one's like right here.
Zoom in there a bit. Give me, I can't quite make out. I think I want to get the bottom pull pin first. Miles away from it. I don't want it.
Yeah, there it is.
You want a little more zoom on that?
Oh, that's good. Ah, thought I'd be clever. Not clever. Okay, you can go wide. Yeah, you can slide that box open. I'll throw that in there. Let's see, can we Fletcher this one now? Or we Fletcher, yeah, we got to Fletcher this one now, right?
No, we don't. We want to keep that one in the Orion and then fly over because we're going to unplug from the instrument platform and put that into the parking position that's in the Fletcher right now. And then clear that and then put this into the Fletcher.
So we won't be able to grab on doing that. We'll have to land in the mud.
You mean grab onto the IP?
Yeah. The old one has to be Fletchered?
Yeah.
Roger. Okay.
Well, it needs to be parking positioned.
Let me just tuck that arm in a little so when you come into land, it's not sticking out. Okay, I think we're tucked in pretty well there. So your mission is to stretch the cable out and land in such a way we can make the connection without landing on the cable or knocking the instrument over.
To the IP.
You want out, chick? You want to go eat? I can jump in over there. Yeah. No, but you go. Danny's eating, your turn.
We all need to.
Hi. Snuck in. Busy with the arms.
Co-pilot mic check.
Gotcha.
I'm amazed at how many curious visitors keep popping up on screen here. It's the same thing last night. Are there really that many fish, or are they grouping around because we're interesting to see?
Are you sitting on top of the IP? Got it. Raj.
Man, I am loving this cinema cam view. Yeah. Oh, is that not the cinema? Whichever one that is, I love it. Well,
That's
I love
really
the
helpful.
upper.
Is that new for this season?
No. No.
There's a chicken bucket right behind you. Now it's on your starboard side.
That's okay. Yeah. No, that's okay. And the port we're going for is the furthest one on the right.
Yeah, I get the downlights on. Downlights coming on. Reach in there and unplug the furthest one on the right.
Yeah. And I'll just double confirm that power is still off to J2 of JB7.
Copy that. That is
Yep.
fine.
Okay, that's confirmed. So whenever you're ready. Can you place the new connector somewhere relatively secure on the porch?
Just one sec. Damien's just confirming. They're that the power's still off.
Okay.
It should be. It was turned off and no indication that it was turned back on. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, confirmed off.
Thanks, Steph.
Thank you, Damien.
Thanks, Damien.
Pestering the wildlife, Dan.
This poor crab just keeps getting the boot.
Dan, do you want me to run the Orion so you can fly? So you want to set this on the porch? Standing by. I think I can make it happen. We're far enough away. It's dead center. I think I can make that pull. Okay, sorry.
If we can keep this new cable to the kind of more to the left so that when we unplug the new one, we can clear that one to, or unplug the old one, we can clear that to the right. Yeah, I kind of like the platform option better.
Underneath the Orion. Yep, I see it. I'm gonna hook it on that little